Hey guys, this is Chris again, coming at you with another video. Today's video is the Seiko SKX and the Hamilton Khaki King. This is a short comparison contrast video. I know these are both different watches, different pieces, but I feel like these are both pieces that beginning collectors are interested in looking at whenever they're first looking at their first serious piece. I hate the term their first real piece, because even like, little Casio 91 quartz pieces and all that, they're all real pieces too. So I hate that term. It's kind of, thrown around in the forums and thrown around in videos and all that. So I consider it the first serious piece, I guess, in the collecting, your first automatic, your first serious automatic. And let me do a quick wristwatch check. We're in the Omega Seamaster, of course, still wearing that. But on to the watches. The Seiko SKX is a killer watch in itself. I know both these are both different price ranges. I'm sorry about the external noise, guys. I'm still dog sitting, so if you hear a dog roaming around. But the SKX comes in right around $220 or so, and the Hamilton comes in right under $400 for the automatic version. The Hamilton also comes in a quartz version, but we're talking about automatic watches today. And I would suggest, if you get either one, that you get the one with the bracelet if you want, because you'll probably want the bracelet eventually, but then you'll always have the option. Now, on to the pluses and minuses of these watches. Now, the one minus on the SKX is it has that 7S26, which is not hacking and hand winding, which I don't know why Seiko didn't throw the NH35 movement in there. The NH35 movement is a lot better movement than the 7S26, and a lot of micro brands are starting to throw the NH35 movement in their watches. And for right around the same prices, and even cheaper than the Hamilton, you can get like a decent micro brand with a NH35 for like $300 to $400, somewhere around there, it seems like. So that's my one gripe with the Seiko, is the 7S26 movement. The size might be another one. Don't get me wrong, I love both these watches. I mean, I recently bought my second SKX again, so the 009. But my other thing about it is the size of the watch, but it's a dive watch, it's a tool watch, so it's supposed to be a little bit thicker, a little bit bigger. It comes in at 42 millimeters with 22 millimeter lugs. I believe it's a 300 meter water resistant, which is pretty good for that price range of a watch. That's why so many people use it. Like, you'll see a Seiko, you'll even see a Hamilton, and a lot of collections with higher end pieces and all that. So these are both great watches. These are great everyday watches you can wear to work. Both of them are versatile. As you see, I have the SKX on the blue and white Wrist Candy Watch Club NATO, and I have the Hamilton, the Khaki King, on the Marina Nationale strap, the Erica's original. Great strap. These are both day-date watches. As you see, the Hamilton has it up top there, and there's also some versions where it has it over there at 3 o'clock. And the Hamilton, one of the negatives on it is it's only 100 meter water resistant, which for field watches, I feel like if you're supposed to be out in the elements, you're supposed to be out, you might get in water or whatever. I feel like they need to be a little more water resistant. That's just my personal opinion. Now, as I mentioned before, I've been seriously collecting for about 3 or 4 years now. So, and I just recently got the Hamilton Khaki King. I've been urged to get it. And I finally recently pulled the trigger about half a year ago or so, somewhere around there. And I kind of wish now, since I've been collecting, looking back, that I had went with the Hamilton Khaki King as my first serious watch over the SKX. Now, that's just personal opinion. That's because, your taste developed and all that, and I prefer a little bit smaller watches like 48 or 41 millimeter, like my Omega and all, my Zen and all that. They're about the perfect size with the 20 millimeter lugs. I feel like it's almost like perfect size because they can fit a lot more wrist. The Hamilton, I feel like, pleases more wrist. Like, I feel like it would fit more wrist, for bigger and smaller wrist. And it has that 20 millimeter lugs, so you can fit a lot of NATOs on it, a lot of straps. The Hamilton is also a little more dressy casual, I guess, if that makes sense. But the Hamilton comes in, like I said, you can throw in a leather strap on it, throw on, even a purloin. You can throw a purloin on the Seiko too. but you can even throw on a leather, but you know, kind of dress the Hamilton up, and it will fit. That 40mm should fit under most cuffs. The Hamilton comes with the ETA 2824 movement, which for under $400, that is a serious watch with that movement. And if you're wanting to experience your first serious like automatic watch, ETA movement is one of the best out there that you can get as far as reliability, durability, ruggedness, and ease of maintenance. Like if you ever have to get it serviced, it will not be that much. But the 7S26, like I said, in the Seiko is just, I think it's one of the Seiko's only downfalls. It's still a quirky, fun piece. Like I said, I am not knocking the Seiko. You know I'm a Seiko fanboy. I have, I think, 6 or 7 Seikos, and I actually have one more on the way that's supposed to be delivered today. So I'm not knocking the Seiko. It's still a quirky, fun piece. You know, I own 2 of these killer pieces. You can always mod the Seikos. You can have fun with them. You know, make it your own. Throw in a new bezel. Throw in a new dowel. Throw in a sapphire crystal, which the Seiko SKX does not have a sapphire crystal or a dome crystal. If you want to throw that on there, you can always, you know, have fun with it. Like I said, if you don't want to do the mod, or if you don't want to do the microgram watch thing, you can do that. You can mod your SKX and have pretty much just about as much money into that as that. And also throw in that movement, the NH35 that I recommended, or the NH36, which is basically the same movement. One is with a date and the other is not with a date. Now, I will give you fair warning, it is a rabbit hole once you start collecting these pieces. As you know, I just got my Omega, my Grail Omega, and I got my Zenith about half a year ago. It's a rabbit hole. You start spending, you start looking at more and more expensive pieces. So just give you a fair warning there. At least most of us end up doing that, and it's not a bad thing. But I just want to do a little side by side on both of these, because I feel like both of these are watches that a beginning collector is going to be looking at, and they are debating on which one to get, and I'll let them decide which one they want to get. I'm just throwing this out there just to show them what they look like next to each other, you know, kind of go over the strengths and the weaknesses of both. Like I said, that ETA movement in the Hamilton is killer. The Seiko SKX comes in a couple of different versions. It has the 009, the K version, which I just rebought with the Pepsi bezel, the blue dowel, and it has that black version right there that I have, the J, and also the K. And there's the 013, which is a little bit smaller piece. So that's a 38mm. You guys might be looking at that one also. So if you're looking, you know, if you have smaller wrists, that's another option to go with too. And I believe, I can't remember the reference numbers, but there's a yellow dial one, a little more rare, and an orange JDM model that's a little more rare on the SKX too. So if you like something with a little bit of pop, you can go that way. And then the Hamilton comes in with this black dial. It comes in with a green dial and like a champagne dial, I believe, and a silver dial, and they all look good. I feel like the most versatile, of course, is the black, because it goes with everything on the different straps and everything like that. Like I said, these are both versatile pieces, both great pieces to have in any collection. If you can get both, I would say go both. And if you're on more of a budget, go with the SKX. You can't go wrong with any piece. Both pieces are really well respected in the watch hobby. But if you can, I would say save a little bit more money and get the Hamilton with the ETA movement, because that ETA movement is just, you'll find out that's just a killer reliable movement, and like I said, Swiss movement, part of the Swatch group, so you can't really go wrong with that on that end. And like I said, either one, the SKX comes in a couple $100, whereas the Hamilton comes in right under $400. So they're both not overly expensive, and I know a lot of people's price point is usually around $500, $200 to $500 is usually what they're looking to spend on a watch comfortably. Once, at least when you're first into the hobby, then once you start exploring more watches, you see different things. So, but that's just my take on it. Like I said, I kind of wish I would have went with the Hamilton earlier on rather than the Seiko, but that's not knocking the Seiko in any way, because it is still a great watch. Like I said, you can have so much fun with it. You can get you straps, buy straps off of Amazon, buy the strap packs or whatever off of Amazon, and you can have a different watch every day of the week. you can do the same with a Hamilton also. So, but that's just my take on it. Let me know what you guys think down there in the comments. Which one did you get for your first serious watch? Like I said, I hate the term real watch because, I mean, all of the watches are real. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's thrown about in the forums and all that. So I prefer serious watch, I guess I could say. Which one did you get as your first watch? Was it the Hamilton? Or was it the SKX? Or did you get both and then you end up getting one, or you end up getting both later down the road when you got more into collecting? Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been Chris. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, peace.